We want to say good morning, Infinity. Good morning, wherever you are in the world. Happy rising, graceful rising, getting up morning, whatever terms you use to say, hey, we're glad to see you. Guess what? We're glad to see you too. My name is Jeff Obafemi Carr. I'm also known as Rev Jeff here in the place of Infinity Fellowship. This is your home. You have made it to live Sunday service on Second Sunday. We're in a million ways we are doing divine development. And this is a wonderful way for you to join us on this morning. So listen, I'm going to give you a couple of preliminaries, then we're going to start service. If you've never been to Infinity Fellowship before, I'm so grateful, so excited that you decided to give this place a try, that you decided to enter into this gravitational force, this gravitational power, this magnetic power that we call the Infinity Fellowship. But we're so grateful that you decided to be with us today. You could have been a lot of places, but Spirit led you to be here at Infinity. We call it the apex of authenticity and the core of consciousness. Infinity is a place where those who may consider themselves spiritual but not necessarily religious can find spiritual practice that manifests fruit in their lives and also find community. You're not by yourself. You're not here by accident. So let's get this service ready and prepared to start. As we prepare for the opening of the way, I want you to take a few moments and just look at some of the announcement slides that you'll see. While you're at it, if you're here, go ahead and give us that thumbs up button if you're on YouTube. Give us that like button. Send us up some hearts if you're on X or if you're on Facebook, on any platform that we're streaming on. That helps us get the algorithm going to let people know that we're here. If you'd like to tag a person that you'd like to join us today for service, by all means, do so. No matter what your spiritual path is, no matter what your walk is, you're welcome at Infinity Fellowship. And this is a month where we have been exploring for the love of God, G.O.D, God, the God of your acceptance and understanding, or good, orderly direction, and everything that comes with it. And we got a great, great, great download for you today. We're doing and moving and continuing to grow in the year of divine development. So welcome to Infinity, y'all. Let's have a good time because what? Church, gathering, spiritual ritual should be enlightening, but it better be fun too. We want you to feel good. So say hello to somebody in the chat. If you have a prayer request, go ahead and drop it in. If you have something that you want to be grateful for and you want to get the drop on everybody in the gratitude chain, by all means do that too. I'll see you in a minute. Rev Jeff, and we're here. And good morning, Infinity. We want to welcome you to today's sacred service. My name is Jeff Obafemi Carr, also known as Rev Jeff, and I want to welcome you into the opening of the way. This is when we have our interspiritual prayer moment. We call it pouring energy into realignment toward manifestation, short PERM. It's an acronym. That's how we pray here in the affirmative sense, and we begin that prayer by centering ourselves. So I invite you in this moment to just take a few deep centering breaths as we prepare for the opening of the way through a brief meditation. So I invite you in this moment to just simply breathe, and let's get together on the breathing. Inhale and exhale. As we continue to move through the breathing, I invite you to just close your eyes and relax and just take a few deep centering breaths. I'm putting some of the sense of Palo Santo into the air here at Infinity. If you've been here, you felt and smelled that. If you want to light something at home, by all means, whatever it takes to get yourself into the mindful awareness of the breath, I invite you to do so at this time. Continuing to breathe in and out through your nose. Embracing the state of peacefulness that is the right now. Being mindful of the presence of the divine that is inside right now, that is being sparked, that is being reinforced, that is being animated by the breath. It is the breath of life. It is the breath of love. It is the breath of light. With each inhale becoming more full, with each exhale becoming more complete. We release the need to control what is coming ahead of us. We release the desire to look behind us. Instead, we look into the right now and accept the notion that all is well. Breathing it into our hearts, breathing it into our bodies, breathing it into our minds and our consciousness space. All is well. And from this plane of conscious awareness, we invite all heads to now bow and all hearts to open. As we tune this energy within to the divine source of our creation. For those who are seekers, who are on this infinite life stream, who have a name or a culture associated with what comes to mind when I say the word God, Creator, Universe, Most High, then assign that name, then embrace that name, then embrace that energy and turn it within as we go to our Creator in prayer. Most wise, all high, all loving God, we thank you in this moment right now of gratitude for coming together around the world, wherever we are, for this fellowship that we call infinity. We are so grateful to be able to broadcast this energy and this signal around the world. We're grateful for the many people who have gathered in this moment today to celebrate you. To gather in this moment to celebrate the legacy left by you, left by our ancestors, left by the prophets of the world, left by the great teachers and guides of the world, and coming together in community for spiritual practice for growth. Oh, how grateful. Oh, how marvelous. Oh, how wonderful it is to be alive today. To feel the sun on our faces, to hear the rain on the windows, to look into the faces of our friends and our children's children, and just to feel the energy of light and the energy of love that is you. So from this space of gratitude, we give thanks for those who are listening now, those who have put a request in the prayer box, those who have put something in the chat to celebrate gratitude. We speak the amplification of that gratitude. We speak the acknowledge and the remembrance, the embracing of those who have come before, and the understanding that we're exactly where we're supposed to be. To those who arrived here brand new, we speak that they feel the sense of home, the sense of common unity, the energy of light and love that comes through this infinity fellowship. And we acknowledge in this place, we acknowledge in this prayer that this is a difficult time for us to comprehend as a nation, as a community, as a world. We understand that the shootings are sending fear and anger and frustration into the world. We understand that the people who we have known and loved have become sources of conflict and sources of division, and yet still we have the understanding that good always prevails. And as good always prevails, we proclaim in this moment, clear-mindedness is the order of the day. That conscience is our guide and consciousness is our doorway through any dilemma. We proclaim in this moment that we choose clarity, that we choose calling, that we choose purpose, that we choose to stay and stand on the wall for abundance, for growth, for community, for justice, for alignment, and for renewed strength that is based in love, because you love us unconditionally. And we feel this love. And we proclaim that this love be the space of remembrance, be the well of rejuvenation as we engage with one another, with ourselves, with our family, with our loved ones, with our friends, with those who would proclaim themselves to be enemies. We release this energy in love. And we seal this pouring of energy into realignment for manifestation in the name of all that is holy, all that is held close by faith, traditions, and paths, and empowered to intercede with us in agreement. So it is spoken, so it is affirmed, so it is received, and so it is. Amen. Amen. Hotep, Shalom, Namaste, Ashe. It is done. Let us prepare for our pouring of libations. Ashe. As we greet you in the name of the known and unknown names of ancestors who have gone before, upon whose shoulders we humbly and confidently stand, we recognize that we are made in the image and likeness, the very substance of all that was, is, and ever shall be. And therefore, we carry this awesome responsibility to infect, effect, and affect the change and growth that we want to see in this thing that we call reality. For those who have gone before, we ask that you be in our presence. We ask that those who have showed up here today, that you will take this moment to pour out some water on your own, or to at least type a name in the chat box for us to remember, to call aloud those names as we pour these libations. As we pour this water that represents the living into the earth, that represents what happens to these earth suits, when we can no longer hold our spirits, we make that divine connection. It is a connection of remembrance. It is a connection of respect. It is a connection of joy, and it is a connection of ultimate power. Because when we weave together all that was with all that is, we ensure that healing takes place 7 generations behind us, 7 generations forward. Lets us know that everything is going to be all right. And so as we pour our libations today, we say, cool water, freshen our spirits, ashe. Freshen and consecrate this place for spiritual work, ashe. We praise Almighty Mother, Father God, Divine Source, and all creation, ashe. Freshen our collective ancestors all together around the world, ashe. Do grant to us peace and prosperity, ashe. And we pour in this energy to the 4 cardinal directions. We pour to the energy of the north, which reminds us to simply be a yes today. Show up with a spirit of open-heartedness and trust that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. And you're here for a reason. Ashe. We pour to the energy of the south, the recognition and remembrance of who we are, and of course, whose we are. Ashe. It's all connected, and it's beautiful. To the rising sun energy of the east, knowing that today is a brand new day. You got a chance to do it all again. Don't carry anything from yesterday into the right now. It doesn't serve you. Ashe. We pour to the energy of the west, the 4th cardinal direction, and the understanding that even as the sun goes down, we are given light by the moon and stars. So always remember, always in your darkest moments, there will be light that will appear for you when your heart is open. Ashe. From those 4 cardinal directions, we take other directions from indigenous traditions, one being the ground below, that 5th direction, the grounding in who we are, whose we are, and the understanding that all things are connected, puts our roots in the ground like the tree. And like a tree that is rooted well, when the storm comes, we may bend, but it is always better to bend than it is to break. Ashe. That to the 6th direction, the sky above us, the place above that is often associated in many traditions with the heavens. This is the place of possibility. This is where our minds wander as they wander, and we get ideas that allow us to create something from no thing. May your skies always be open. May you always be able to imagine and then live your dreams. Ashe. From those six directions comes the seventh. It is the space where all roads come together. It is the center part of the body in the chakra system. It is the heart chakra, represents anahata in the Sanskrit words. We also know it represents ma'at in the ancient tradition of Kemet. May your heart always be as light as a feather, and may you always remember all of these directions are here inside you. Ashe. And so we pour in this moment to those ancestors who have made their transition. As we pour the next few pours of water, I invite you to call aloud the names of those that you want to remember in this moment. And as you call their names aloud, just remember that they stay with us through our memories. And we invite them into this space. We enter into this holy sanctuary and we say, Aho Mitakuyasen in the Lakota language. All my relations, we are all related. Call those names aloud as we pour these next few pours of water. Ashe. And finally, we acknowledge the children in the world, the children in the womb, and the children yet unborn. And we say together around the world, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Oh, it is done. That concludes our pouring of libations. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. We want to say hello to our first time visitors. So we have a slide up for you on the screen right now. And we want to say welcome to the Infinity Fellowship. Y'all are home. How about that? This whole time, you've been looking for a place to call home, and you discovered it today. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it wonderful? Welcome to the Infinity Fellowship. We'd love to drop you a note, of course, to say welcome. So we invite you to either hold up your phone, or if you see in the chat a link, which you do, go ahead and click on that link, or click on the link and save it for later. I know some of you like to watch on the replay, but we want to welcome you to Infinity Fellowship because Infinity is a place, is a home, is a movement for those who have been seeking something expansive spiritually, something that is based in ancient wisdom and yet provides you a moment, or a place rather, where you can embrace modern living based on ancient principles. This is Infinity Fellowship, and we are celebrating, getting ready to celebrate 11 years of existence. So we're not fly by night. We have been here. So again, hold up that phone so we can send you a note. We can let you know that we see you and we see who you truly are. And then when we welcome you in person on First Sundays, this year we've been meeting in person only on First Sundays, but there is so much love and energy shared during those first Sundays that people carry it with them throughout the month through activities that we do when we are here at the Infinity Center. Again, I want to welcome you. My name is Reverend Jeff Obafemi Carr. Y'all can call me Rev Jeff. On the visitors form, there's also a place where you can touch and you can click. If you're interested in becoming a member of Infinity Fellowship, of course, you can do that as well. And that will send you to a link that will get you a link to new members orientation, and we'll reach out to you. You don't worry about that. We got you covered on that front. But I want to let you know that we see who you truly are. We see the who, what, where, when, and why. And we like to welcome you in this special way. If you're a first timer and you're comfortable, go ahead and say first time in the chat. And when you say first time in the chat, we got people out there who are just going to send you a thumbs up. They're going to put a heart on your status. They're going to let you know that someone in the real world is seeing you in the virtual world. So visitors, if this is your first time, again, we love you. We see you for who you truly are. You're not just a human being who showed up to have a spiritual experience. We know that it's the other way around. You are a spirit who is navigating the human experience. So we send this energy that we call peace, wonderful peace, to you out in the world today as we take a deep breath together. Inhale and exhale. And as you're hearing that energy of peace, I want you to receive this energy that I send in the world and trust that people are sending this out with you. They're repeating it. They're saying it along with me. This is how we welcome you. I see you, but you don't hear me though. I really see the real you. I see who you are. You are a divine manifestation of God's creation. I see what you are. You are a spirit. You're more than what's on the outside. You're a gift to me and to the entire world. I see where you are. You're right here in front of me. Well, I can let you know, if nobody else will, that you're not alone. I'm with you, we're with you, and you are at home. I see when you are. You're in the right now, baby. You're so much more than your yesterday. I see why you are. You're here to learn, to grow, to embrace your dreams, and to celebrate your divine destiny. I know all this because I'm here to do the same thing. So we're going to help each other out. All right? I know the real you. And I see you shining today. I feel you shining today. I know you're shining today. So welcome to infinity. Welcome home. And we say, Ashe.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning.
This is Gratitude Morning. Drop something you're grateful for in that chat there. Lady Kanitha's over there looking fresh, dressed to impress. All of the energy is there. And she is with it. Hey.
We say, da 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 da.
See you, y'all. Come on through.
Hey, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to
Good morning.
you. Good morning to you. All right, we are shouting out all the youth who all is
Hey.
young and you're watching online with your parents. Do you want to tell them something that you're grateful for? Good morning to all the infinite streamers. What are you grateful for? I'm grateful that we're here again on another Sunday morning, expecting the very best, huh? Good morning, everybody. Da, 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 da. Good morning to you. 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 Good to you, to all of you.
Good morning. Thank you, Lady Kanitha. What an awesome way to say good morning in the place today. What an awesome way to get that energy up and to get that energy going. And y'all, we appreciate your patience with us. We had a couple of technical glitches these days. I think we've had some power outages in Nashville on this side. And sometimes when there's a power outage, it resets our system. So that may affect our ability to chat with each other. So right now, my screen won't show me who's saying something that they're grateful for, but I guarantee you, as we find it, as we're able, we're going to send you energy into the atmosphere and into the universe so that we know exactly what is happening and what is going on. So we're grateful today, y'all. That gratitude chain is important because it lets us know that no matter what you're going through, there's no excuse for not being grateful. There's something that you can find. I guarantee you, if you just are sitting up with your feet, sitting on the ottoman, and you made it today, then by all means, we're grateful for you. Say hello to us in the chat. I'm going to look at my alternate option while we're doing this, and we're going to find a way to still say hello to you so that you know that we know you're here. So to all the people brand new and been here every Sunday, we thank you and we're grateful for you, and we hope you felt that good morning energy as you sang it with us around the world. We're going to take that divine energy and we're going to roll it up in a ball, and we're going to put it inside our heart and our mind and our body, and we're going to put it inside our phones and electronic devices, because it is time for tithes and offering at the Infinity Fellowship. Isn't that awesome? It's time for tithes and offering. So when we do our tithes and offering, we have an opportunity for you to see how to give. And as you see with the slide that's on the screen at home, our tithes and offering period gives you an opportunity to join us from wherever you are in the world in the spiritual practice of giving back to the space where we receive our spiritual food and community, knowing that everything is flowing in the right and proper direction. Giving is very important here, so we make ways for you to give electronically. When you're here, you can give in person at our lockbox in the rear of the room. Here online, you can give via Cash App or PayPal. You can also give via mail, 641 West Nocturne Drive. Do not worry. We've got a slide for this that will be coming up in a minute. So to lead us through our offertory period and our giving and gifting period, we travel down via electronic power down to Warner Robins, Georgia, and welcome into the room Brother Tyrell Lindsley, who is going to lead us in our giving period. Brother Tyrell, how you doing today?
Peace, peace. Good morning.
Wonderful.
Sending love to you, Rev Jeff and Lady Kanitha and everyone at Infinity, all my Infinity family. Always an exciting time to be here, to be in the space. Very, very thankful to be a part of this particular aspect of service, because it means so much to me. It means so much to our family. It is a way for us to pour back into the space that gives and provides so much spiritual food for us. And so before we fully get into this practice, I just wanted to build on and experience this one of the powerful gifts that we just received so abundantly that sometimes we overlook it. And so come with me on this journey as we just practice one of the beautiful gifts that we've already been given this beautiful morning. And it goes like this. Inhale deep in through the nose. Pause at the top. And then breathe out. Did you feel that? That's a beautiful, beautiful gift. And now I'll add to that. How much do you think that cost? Or better yet, how much will you contribute if you had to pay for that? Right? Abundantly, we receive gifts like this and so much more all day, every day. And it is up to us to decide if that is the energy that we want to focus on. It's up to us to decide if that is the type of energy we want to pass out and spread throughout the world. And I'm thankful to have a space like this that reminds us, it reminds me and my family of gifts like this, of gifts like community and a home to come to. Thankful for everyone who is new here to this space, who just came in. This is a beautiful time for you to experience this gift as well. And so one of the ways we do this here at Infinity, one of the ways we pour back into that energy that we just practiced earlier is by pouring back into this space, by contributing, by tithing. And so now it is time for us to carry this awareness and energy into our sacred moment of action, where we affirm the powerful frequency of giving in this space. As Rev Jeff pointed out earlier, you can give through Cash App, through PayPal, or internationally via PayPal. There was a slide that will show up in a minute. But before we do that, I just want to thank you on behalf of the entire Infinity family. Thank you, thank you, thank you for partnering with the Infinity Fellowship today around the world. And we acknowledge the power of giving back to the space where so many of us receive our spiritual food. And so here's how we do this at Infinity. We're going to do a very powerful offering affirmation. This affirmation is so good that once you say it, you feel that divine energy that we just felt with that beautiful gift of breathing. And so stand with me and join me as we say this beautiful, powerful giving affirmation aloud. Here we go. O limitless, abundant creator, source of everything I possess, you have given me the gifts of life, breath, and creativity. You continue to provide for me without judgment or preference. And so I freely return these gifts to you with my whole heart, mind, and intention, knowing that as I give freely with both remembrance and gratitude, the circle of abundance will be unbroken. And so it is. Thank you.
Ooh, everything is good. Everything is good, yeah. Everything is good. Ooh, everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, yeah, hey, everything is good, yeah. Everything is good. Yes, it is. Everything is good. Oh, everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, everything. Yeah, everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Come on, remind yourself everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Yes, it is. Everything is good. Oh, everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, everything. Yes, it is. Everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Come on, everything is
I'm talking like I got my microphone on, Lady Kanitha. I'm sitting here, hey, hey, hey. I'm so excited. I'm going in, and my microphone is okay, not on, but it's on now. So, y'all, we want to welcome you and say thank you for everything that you pour in. Thank you, Brother Lindsley, for leading us through that. Our offer affirmation is powerful. Those of you who have embraced the spirit of giving, you've seen some remarkable things in your life. At Infinity, we've seen some great things. We've seen growth over the last 11 years, and it is something to be excited about. So I am excited about it. We are all excited about it, and we are grateful that you are a part of this community. We know that no community grows without seed and without harvest. So what you're seeing now is a harvest of a lot of seed planting from people who said that I want the universe to bless me and to be abundant. And so I'm going to release any lack and I'm going to give in that place. And that's what giving is for us. So thank you for that. Those of you who give after service is over, we appreciate you all. We put the slide up at the end of service for you as well. For those of you who are joining and just got here and may have missed the offertory period, great things ahead as we move forward in this year of divine development. Everybody is a part of this, and you are a part of this as well. Even if you just watch and observe and feel that energy, we see you, we feel you, and we hopefully will see you very, very soon. We've got a few activities that will allow us to do that. Lady Kanitha, I appreciate you. I think we're matching on glasses today for some reason. I don't know what that is, but I think we're matching on something. Listen, everything is good, and one of the ways that we celebrate that is by preparing for standing ovations. So we're going to get a reminder in a minute. But if you have a standing ovation that you would like to share, a standing ovation is an accomplishment that you've made as a result of your spiritual practice here at Infinity that we can shout you out for. Some of y'all been hiding some of these standing ovations. So for those who give me a couple of standing ovations during the week, you know who you are. Now's your chance to do that. There's a form that we're putting in the chat that you can link to for your standing ovation. And we invite you to click on that early, which is right now, and go ahead and record your standing ovation with your fingers so that we can read it for you. We have about 3 minutes, 4 minutes for it to populate. So make sure you get that in because we definitely want to dance around for you today. As we are getting ready to share in our standing ovation space, we have some announcements first. And for that, we go to the great state of Wisconsin. We got Infinity folk all over the place. Infinity is deep in this place. If you ain't known, you better get to know because you never know. Your neighbor next door could be a member of Infinity and you never knew it. How about that? Yeah, that's kind of scary. Your neighbor next door may be a member of Infinity. Is that better? Okay, that's better. No, we don't. Infinity folk don't do that. You know, they ain't gonna knock on your door and have you heard of Infinity? We don't do that. We don't proselytize. We just vibrate high. Well, we get to go to Wisconsin right now, and we turn the screen over to Sister Iris Lee, who's going to be bringing us our announcements. Good morning, Sister Iris. How you doing today out there?
Good morning, Infinity. It's Sis Iris Lee with your morning
All right.
announcements. In preparation for those standing ovation, here's your 2 minute warning to get it in the link in the chat. Welcome to September, the ninth month of the year of divine development. We we are officially entered fourth the fourth quarter. So it's time to turn up the commitment to grow and evolve this year. Our daily mantra is I am powered by love, guided by vision. This is the year we continue to develop our personal and institutional infrastructure. So we are grateful for the opportunity to stand as a community for spiritual growth. Say it with me. I am powered by love and guided by vision. Okay, take a deep breath in. I lost my space there. Take a deep breath. Hold it and release. Before we get to the standing ovations, let us get a few highlight announcements to you. Um, we are excited to announce that September's theme is For the Love of God. Last month, the theme was Common Unity. That was awesome. Was a perfect springboard into this month's deep dive into exploring your connection to and with the God of your acceptance and understanding. As always, and only if you are ready to take your spiritual practice to the next level. Take notes on Sunday, put the practice in action, and watch yourself manifest the fruits you desire to see. Here's a reminder that we do meet in person every first Sunday and virtually every other Sunday of the month, with special activities in between, like be a part of the Infinity Cleanup September 27th and 28th at 2:30 p.m. on both days. This is our annual community cleanup, so we need all hands on deck. This will take place indoors and outdoors. And again, we will clean on Saturday, September 27th, and Sunday, September 28th at 2 p.m. on both days. As we prepare for our 11th anniversary, guests and friends, and speaking of our anniversary, celebrating 11 years of Infinity Fellowship. Woohoo! Infinity family, we are preparing to celebrate our 11th year of Infinity Fellowship anniversary. What a blessing this milestone is. Our homecoming anniversary will take place on October 3rd through October 5th. And it'll be full of activities, including Friday night social hour with games and other activities. Oh, Saturday morning, fall sweat lodge poured by our lodge keeper, Red Jeff. And of course, our 11th anniversary Sunday service and fellowship meal. To make this celebration unforgettable, we need your help. We're looking for volunteers to serve in various areas: hospitality, sanctuary engineers, decoration, setup, cleanup, and more. Be an active part of this joyous occasion by going to the tinyurl.com/if anniversary. Again, that's tinyurl.com//if anniversary. Jeff is also asking that you register for the sweat lodge so we can have an idea of what size lodge we will need to construct in advance of the event. And so that you can be emailed specific instructions on what to bring. That link is in our fabulous newsletter and the band app. So let's come together to celebrate all God has done. Also, we have Love and Light in your Wednesday midweek motivation, and we are here for it. Our official midweek gathering is online, where we enjoy unpacking the Sunday spiritual downloads and monthly themes in an authentic and insightful way. Each week, Terrell and Tashana Lindsay lead an open discussion for shared reactions, thoughts, and revelations that come with us via the morning experience. This allows us to experience that midweek boost of community. We look forward to seeing you all, especially members we haven't seen in a while, like me. Each week is a brand new start. So set your calendar alarm to answer the call on Love and Light this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Now let's bring it back to Rev Jeff and Lady Kanitha. And it's time for do ya let me not.
Standing ovation.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello there.
What's
So
up,
thank
y'all?
you, Sister Iris, for giving us those announcements.
We love Sister Iris.
Yes,
She is
we
just,
do.
Sister Iris has her own
Yes, we do.
complete flow,
Yes.
and she is just going to
And
do
I
her
can't wait for the
thing.
new season when she makes all those baked goods. Okay.
All
I
those
love
baked
it.
goods, all of those farm
She
fresh
always gives
goods.
us that seasonal thing.
She always gives us that
Listen, I can't
seasonal
wait. Can't wait. Can't
kick
wait.
in.
Yes.
And y'all, she makes products again, Lee Hemp Farm up in Wisconsin, and just
Yes.
again a tradition that is just bold and beautiful. And we're just so grateful that we've got people from all over who step up to help us manage this infinite life stream so that we can reach you and speak with you. And Sister Iris, thank you. And again, Brother Tyrell, thank
Yes,
you.
thank
And
you,
to Sister
Lady
Alicia back there
Louise.
managing, thank you. To
Thank
Kai
you.
Kamaria, thank you. Y'all are doing the
Oh,
doggone
yeah.
thing. And we are here. So yes, what do
So,
we do?
yes, our high energy. So, I know if some of you have been online and you're like, what is this thing called standing ovations? This is what it's about. Our high energy here at IF comes from our practice of snap. It's why we snap our fingers during this part of the service. We receive practical lessons and tools for our individual journeys. That's spirituality.
Yes.
We fellowship with like-minded spirits every week, like what we're doing now. That's nurturing. We
Yes.
take what we learn and then actually apply it in our lives. That's action. And if we do these things, and every week we see examples of that progress in our lives, and y'all, that's what we call the proof.
proof.
So let us pause to enjoy a collective moment of manifestation and expansion. And this is what's going to happen. When your name is called, please stand if you're able to, or you could just put your face up to the TV or put your arms up. Please stand aloud as we read your manifestation. As I finish each person's ovations, we will all snap our fingers to celebrate and affirm them. And then this is what is really good. Y'all know about standing ovations. Actually, we are going to provide a collective standing ovation at the very end for all of the
Yes.
accomplishments.
Absolutely. We've got one standing ovation. And again, if you got one, you better get it in quick. I can't guarantee it's going to get there. I think last week and in person and online, we had like 16, 17 standing ovations. It was like literally the energy of the universe was flowing through what has happened for people. So we know we celebrated a lot of those ovations last week. We want to reinforce an announcement as a standing
Yes.
ovation Lady Kenitha has for us for our Sweat Equity Day.
Yes,
Okay?
and also
Write
this is
down.
a standing ovation to all the committee members. I know that you all have been hearing that, but this year, shout out to all the chairs of all the different committees that we have here at Infinity. And because of the hard work that we've been putting in and all the chairs have been putting in, we've got a few reminders. And so I just wanted to make sure that we know about our Sweat Equity Day. Okay, it's 2 days, the 27th and the 28th. And our goal really is to declutter and get rid of the old, and so we can bring in the new. There's a lot of new stuff that's happening. It's fall, so we're making a lot of different transitions, and we want to take care of this wonderful building and facility, indoors and outdoors, so that we can have it decluttered and be ready for all of the great fun that we're going to have for the weekend. Also, make sure that you put it on your calendars. Everybody's been working so hard.
Yes.
All these chairs of the committees, all these different committees have been working and plugging in for a wonderful, spectacular weekend on October 3rd through the 5th. So don't put anything down. All of our infinite streamers that are from out of town, go on and get your ticket. Come on into town so we can see everybody's face and lock it down for that whole weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. So we send that energy in and we send it there to where we need to be. And we have a standing ovation that's being brought to us right now. Go ahead and slip it in. We got one that's coming up from out in the back.
Gorgeous, Kai.
All right, Kai's saying hello. So, okay, good. She did her hair. All right.
All right, so here we go.
Okay, and Kai is announcing to y'all, one of our family members is announcing that she's finally been able to do 2 braids of her own herself, Kai, and Smooch's hair as well, her sister's hair as well. She is coming along in her braiding capability as she's been able to do her own hair as well. That's a gift
Yes,
too.
it really is
Thank
a
you, Kai.
gift.
That was a great standing
And it
ovation.
saves a lot of money.
Yeah,
Can I
yeah,
say
saves a
that?
lot of time and money. Get
You're
people
so
coming over to your
talented,
house all the
Carr.
time. Be so tired. I keep trying to get Kai to braid mine, and she hasn't she hadn't done it yet. So I want her to work up to being able to braid Baba's, and then I'm gonna get me some cornrows.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
yeah, right. Well, I had them
Look at you got
years ago.
something.
It's funny, but yeah, we're gonna put that down, speak it into
Oh
existence,
my.
Kai. And hey, I've seen a few of these movies out here, and I know brothers who don't have any hair who get cornrows for the movies. So why not, right? Be fun one day.
Yes.
Okay, that means that
We're gonna need a good lace front,
Rev
huh?
Jeff's lace front cornrows. Won't he do
We're
it?
gonna need a good lace front, huh?
Won't he
A
do?
good one.
I say, won't he do it? We get off the air because needs to say
We
no.
can
He
hot,
won't.
we
He
can
won't ever
hot
do it.
glue
No,
it
sir.
on, if
Hot
you
glue.
like a little nice
Hey, man, I've been there and done
glued.
that.
We
Shout
go.
out, standing ovation goes to my pre-Sweat Lodge crew. Brother Andrew, Brother Eric, who came through last week and helped us. We have gone through the woods. We've cut the sacred
Yes.
willows. We've rearranged and created a brand new lodge in our original spot in the back.
Woo.
The progress is there, y'all. Listen, we want you to let us know you're coming to the Sweat Lodge. It's on October 4th. We're doing a morning sweat, lighting the fire at 8 and then going in afterwards at around 10. So listen, send us that link or get that link from the band app or wherever it comes on email, tinyurl.com/, if lodge, IFLODGE, and just let us know. Spend some time this afternoon because I want to make sure that the circumference of the lodge can accommodate people. Last time we had a sweat, we had the privilege of building not just a sweat lodge, but a sweat Holiday Inn. It was an
Yes.
econo lodge. It was massive.
It was massive.
We had almost 40 something people at the last sweat event we did. So we've come back into a space of new alignment on a new piece of the property here, and it's just going to be a powerful, powerful event. So make sure you mark your calendar. Go ahead and hit that registration link and share that so we can get you in. Bring a friend. Let us know they're coming. And of course, that is a part of our sacred tradition here at Infinity. It is a part of our spiritual practice. If you're needing that cleansing, if you're needing that renewal, that's what we're here for. And that's what the Infinity Center does. So we're grateful for Brother Andrew, for Brother Eric, because going into the swamps and chopping those trees and finding the sacred willows and stripping the bark, it's all a part of the process. Those of you who have helped with that and been a part of the community process, created the prayer ties and all of the rituals of this Lakota tradition, you've experienced it in a wonderful way. There are days that we've done lodges where we've started in the morning and done the entire process. So many of you have traveled with me on this sacred journey that I've been on over 25 years in pouring the lodge. But we also know that logistically, we want to have a lot of good activities on our homecoming weekend. So we pre-built a new frame for the lodge. We're going to send you the information that you need, what to wear, what to bring, background on the Sacred Sweat Lodge tradition. That's what is beautiful about Infinity. We're going to make sure that all the community knows exactly what's going on and why we're doing it. No matter what your faith tradition, where your background is, we get in there and chant and grow and sweat and heal. It's a beautiful thing. So, yes, I want to send that shout out to the fellas for helping me because it is no joke being out in those swamps. When you're just there with your brothers or your sisters putting together part of this tradition. So thank you. Shout out, standing ovation. Let me want to make sure that if there's anybody else I need to send a standing ovation to, I got them. Okay, I think we got them.
Yes. All right. So if you shared, you get to have several seats while the rest of us are going to stand to our feet and give a thunderous standing ovation. Okay. Here we go. Woo!
Love it. Those are the ovations and the announcements for today. So it is spoken, so it is received, and so it is. Take a deep breath. Exhale, let it go. We invite you to prepare your mind for today's spiritual download. And to do so, we direct your attention to the screen for today's meditation. Today's meditation comes to us via the often eccentric writer, Charles Caleb Colton. Charles Caleb Colton says, time is the most undefinable yet paradoxical of things. The past is gone. The future is not come, and the present becomes the past, even while we attempt to define it. I'm going to read that one more time for you, just so you can understand everything that's going on here. Time is the most undefinable yet paradoxical of things. The past is gone. Somebody say, the past is gone. The future is not yet come. Somebody say, it ain't here yet. And the present becomes the past, even while we attempt to define it. That means that even as you're trying to figure out what the present is, it instantaneously becomes the past. Oh, that's crazy. Don't worry, but it won't be, because we're getting ready to break this thing down. We're getting ready to break this thing down. Take a deep breath. And exhale. Today, Spirit wants to talk to you briefly around the subject, an on-time God. An on-time God. You know, before I get into what the word is and what the energy is for you today, we serve an on-time God. It is important that you all know that Rev Jeff, that Infinity is not operating in a bubble. It operates in a love bubble. It operates in a love vibration. It operates in a place of acceleration for your divine purpose. It operates in a place of community connectivity. But we also know that our bubble extends to the world. And sometimes that bubble is infected, effected, and affected by events that take place in the world. And I would want to go through today without making some brief statement on the violence that is happening in the world. We know that churches, that synagogues, that places of worship all over the world, and particularly in the United States, are being ignited over the recent political violence that took place this week. School shootings, speakers, organizers whose lives were taken. And so the churches are going to be full of those kind of conversations. And I needed to say something briefly, and this may anger some people, but I hope you receive it in a spirit of love, that when we get agitated by the politics of the world, when we get drawn in by the energy of agitation, it is actually energy that distracts us from being able to focus on what we're here to focus on. Our spiritual growth and development. Consider that the world's got Monday. The world's got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The world and everything else is a distraction that's got Saturday. On Sunday, we come together to make sure that we align ourselves in a spiritual vibration that helps us navigate the rest of the week. I'm not with giving credence, time, and energy away from what I'm supposed to be doing as a spiritual leader and what we're supposed to be doing as a spiritual institution, which is girding you up so that you can face and navigate through everything that happens Monday through Saturday. I'm not turning that time over to other energy that is not going to feed and grow you. Somebody might be saying, well, I just need somebody to be connected to see me. No, you need somebody to make you angry. You need somebody to make you angry and holler and shout, and then you leave this service and feel bad about everything that's going on in the world. Not here. This is the place where you come to heal. So when I say in general, the statement that I will make before this word goes forth is that spirit here is focused on spirit. Spirit will dominate this spiritual community. It will permeate this spiritual community. Spirit will be the foundation of this spiritual community. And one thing that we know as a foundation, and that is that the law of attraction shows no favorites. You get to control how you move through the world. Like energy attracts like energy. You receive what you focus on. Get that in. Somebody put that in the chat. I can't see the chat. I just know the chat is going. I know it's happening on Facebook. I know it's happening on X. I know it's happening everywhere else. This is the time. You say, yep, click. Tell somebody this is the time that you need to tune in because there's something for them. Like energy attracts like energy, and you receive what you focus on. Somebody type, I get what I focus on. That's the message that people receive today. Hatred relies on force. Hatred relies on force. And it can seem to be overwhelming, but I'm here to say that love is rooted in power, and power always overcomes force. So don't be distracted, y'all. Don't let somebody take you into a place where you're fighting force with force. You've got to come to a place where you're in alignment and rejuvenative spirit energy with who you are and where you are. And that goodness is going to overcome those negative things that are actively dying and moving away. That is why it seems to be so pervasive, because when something that is negative is dying, it fights to its last breath to stay alive. So don't be distracted. Be in the place of spirit and peace, because it's time for you to recognize that you indeed serve an on-time God. Take a deep breath. Exhale, let it go. We speak in this moment that this message, that this download comes, and that we embrace it, that our energy is in the place of receipt, and that all things come into alignment. And so it is. Ashe. Brief review of last week, y'all. If you missed it, we've been working through this series for the love of God. And last week, we encouraged you to start you a brand new business if you ain't got it. And we call that thing My God LLC. And if you see on the screen, My God LLC, you will be reminded that there are certain characteristics of an LLC. And we didn't direct it as a limited liability company with members, but we directed it toward what LLC means when you call on the God of your acceptance and understanding. That LLC simply means a lifelong love connection. That's an unlimited connection and supply to your partner. And your PPP loan is not a paycheck protection program, but it is purpose, purpose, purpose. And just like a PPP loan and an LLC in business can be forgiven if you don't fire yourself, we're telling you that spiritually, as long as you don't fire your own self from your connection with divine source, by not being patient, by not being a practitioner, by not being consistent, you got unlimited forgiveness because you're on purpose. PPP, purpose in mind, purpose in body, purpose in spirit. Because isn't it time in this moment to recognize that your spiritual practice wants to be expanded? Isn't it time for you to embrace an on-time God? You know, we hear that term, an on-time God. And we hear it, and I heard it in church all the time. I heard it, and I said, well, man, they always talk about this. And they would say things like, well, we serve a God who is a lawyer who has never lost a case. We serve a God who is a doctor who has never lost a patient. He's a heart fixer and a mind regulator. And you know, when we expand our consciousness beyond that, we know that all those things are true. But I still like to think about all of those songs that dealt with an ultimate human construct. The human construct, Lady Kenitha, is time. And just like the present is only the past. Every time we think about it, it just instantly moves into the past. We also know that this recognition of time is somehow important to us. Y'all know that. We measure things in time, and we sing about it in time. We used to sing a song that said, time is filled with swift transition. Naught on earth unmoved can stand. Build your hopes on things eternal. You gotta hold to God's unchanging hand. We used to sing about that. Time is filled with swift transition. That's an observation that is human. We would say when we walk into the church, sometimes you'd hear the organ tapping a little bit, and then you'd hear somebody in the choir sitting past the devotion period, and they would say, it's time to praise the Lord. Oh, it's time to praise the Lord. Oh, don't you wait, it might be too late. It's time to praise the Lord. And we would go in there, man. You feel it, you get to going because it's time. And then there was a song that got popular that said, she may not come when you want her, but she'll be there right on time. She's an on-time God. Yes, she is. See, I got to put some pronouns in there for y'all just so y'all understand that even the limitation of God to a male pronoun is something that has limited us, and it has put us at a conundrum of crossroads, because when we look back in time, we see that putting pronouns of one and not the other limits God to a Western structure of domination. So people end up saying, well, I am a womanist, and I am a feminist, and I'm a practitioner of process, and I'm a theological paradigm. And then I struggle with trying to fit inside a space, but you won't ever fit inside a space as long as those pronouns don't put it all together, because God is all and everything at the same time. Time. On time. And so here in this space, I don't care what pronoun you tend to use, but consider that the pronouns that you put into your next generation, if you do not serve a non-dualistic energy that is everything energy, you risk telling people in the end, no matter how much power you get in this corporate structure, you're still going to go and bow down and use a male pronoun. And when you got a little girl doing that, she get to see herself. That's another message altogether. So we in this place want you to think expansively. You see, you shouldn't try to limit people, but we always limit God by trying to project God in our own image instead of the other way around. But I would say today, I would posit today, that when we look at data going back, when we look at data in the present, there is plausibility that is based on data from the past and the present that is measurable via what we perceive to be time and achievements. And when we do that, we arrive at a space of thanksgiving. God is an on-time God. And when we talk about being on time, I got to invoke something that came out of my particular culture, but people may have a variation of culture. In my culture, we have what's called CPT. My. CPT. And I won't unpack the history of CPT in modern times, but we know that we at Infinity don't operate on CPT. We operate on standard people's time. But we know that it becomes a joke that is not pejorative, but is humorous. And when we say that, we say we're running on CP time and CPT time, and we can't run on CP time, we got to start. But actually, CPT time actually derives from APT time. That's African people time. And if you ever spent some time on the continent with people, and they say, I'll be through there in the morning, the morning could be the break of day, it could be 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And when we get focused on the Western concept of time and trying to see things in a linear fashion, somebody knows where I'm going with this, then we begin to form ourselves in this structure of a linear thinking. And when we get into a structure of linear thinking, we remove ourselves from ancient wisdom, which reminded us that time is non-linear. What do you mean, Rev? Look, I'm not going to go too deep because this ain't class. This is Sunday morning. But in this moment, we have to understand that what happens, or we have to understand what happens when you put nonlinear people on somebody's timeline. Because in the concept of ancient cultures, I'll be through there in the morning is less about what time you're going to be here and the fact that every time you say you coming, you show up. You're an on-time person. May not come when you want them, but they'll be there right on time. See, this concept of being nonlinear is something that our scholar and religious scholar John S. Mbiti discusses when he says that people of ancient cultures, particularly many African cultures, had two-dimensional thoughts about time. Time existed in two dimensions. Somebody in the chat, I need to know y'all alive. I know y'all taking notes now. See, today ended up being a download that came out that requires that you take notes because you want to keep up with this. But two-dimensional thinking, two-dimensional time. Somebody affirm that in the chat. It's two-dimensional time. Yeah, tell somebody this is the moment they want to listen to because MBT is talking about two dimensions. One is called Zamani. Z-A-M-A-N-I. Somebody type that in the chat for me so that the future can know what's happening because we're going to be talking about the past and the present because the future we don't know anything about. Zamani means the long past. Zamani. Say it with me, Zamani. Zamani means the long past. That's one dimension. The second dimension is Sasa. S-A-S-A. These are Swahili words that he chose to put together many concepts from different African peoples. But Sasa, say that, S-A-S-A, Sasa. Sasa means the present. And how you tell the past and the present is because of things like rituals. How many Sundays have we had this year at Infinity Fellowship? How many times have we paid and poured libations? How many times have our infinite life streamers showed up in the past? There's a consistent record of that. We can observe that. We can say that today in the present, get this, today in the present, we had Brother Tyrell, we've got Brother Tyrell Lindsley on the stream. We got Sister Iris Lee on the stream. We've got a stream that started, but guess what? Is it really the present? No, because their part had gone by. And even though they're active in today's worship service, the actions that they've taken are technically already in the past. So there technically isn't a future that we can predict per se. We can exist in the present, which is constantly shifting, constantly changing. So this concept of Zamani, the long past, this concept of the present, all of it is around rituals. It's around, most importantly, the nature cycle and the continuous presence of God. The continuous presence of the cosmos. The continuous presence of our ancestors. Well, Rev, what about the future? Because I'm concerned about the future. Because I don't like my past. And I don't like my present. So I want a better future. Well, get this. The future is only a cycle. And it is a cycle that is based, yes, on your past, but it's also based on what you're doing right now. So if you're not doing anything right now for your spiritual growth and development, guess what I can predict for your near future? If you are not focusing the energy that you need to focus on being timely about your spiritual growth and development and how you move through the world, that becomes a predictor because it becomes a part of a cycle. 3 points that I'm dropping with you and then you go on in. The first point that I'm giving you is that the past, we call it Zamani with Mbiti, is only a pattern of preparation. Take a deep breath. The past is only a pattern of preparation. Infinite life streamers, I need y'all to say one thing. Type in there, let it go. Let it go. If you're at home and you're listening with your spouse or your friend or your family, just turn to somebody and say, hey, let it go. Breathe in and breathe out. See, there's somebody right now on this Infinite Life stream, you got a testimony. And you got a testimony that you haven't shared with somebody because you're embarrassed about it. Because that testimony involves some hard times and some trauma. Listen, I'm encouraging you this week to unpack it just as a record, as a cycle to know, because the past is not something that you're supposed to live in. It is only a pattern of preparation. And the preparation is there because it reminds you not of the things that happen to you that will define who you are in the present, but the things that the God of your acceptance and understanding brought you through. Do you have a testimony of deliverance from things that used to harm your body and your mind? Do you have a testimony of recovery from those behaviors that kept you in a cycle of negativity? Do you have a testimony of finding resilience through death and destruction, through the hardest things that you face, and yet you right here on this stream with me in the present? That is your testimony. That is your evidence. That is your proof that God is an on-time God. So you got to understand that those things that happened in your past were there to prepare you, not to break you. You ain't living in that anymore. It is a cycle that is past. Let it go. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Second point that I'm giving you is that the present, sasa, is possibility. In order to get the present gift, you must be willing to be present. In order to get the gift, you got to be the gift. In order to get the gift, you got to be the gift. Somebody put that in the chat. In order to get the gift, mine, you got to be willing to be the gift. I know you're scared to be in the gift, but this is why it's important for you to choose the right now. Because you must be willing to be present. Type in the chat, I am present. You know, Lady Kenitha, what's ironic about human beings and the consciousness that we have when we project ourselves? It's called egotistical projection. We tend to make everything about us. Even when we talk about the nature of God, we make it about God. What you gonna do for me? What you gonna be? I need you to be on time. I need you to give me this. I need you to give me that. That's what we become. We become takers. Here's what's honest. We want God to be on time, but we aren't gonna be on time. I ain't talking about Western time. I'm talking about cycles. You want God to be on time, so you must be. And time in the present is not Timex time, it's presence. Because being present, like the past, is measured in events. It is measured in rituals. It is measured in cycle. And most of all, it is measured in practice. This is a practice because you show up on Sundays to get spiritually fed. Congratulations. This is a practice because you practice gratitude when you say, here's something good that happened to me in my life. That's a practice. Congratulations. When you pour into the spiritual community that is providing you this food by taking a percentage, 10%, a buck out of $10 that you get, you keep 9 and you pour back in. That is a spiritual practice because it says to the world, it says to the universe, to the God of your acceptance and understanding, to your ancestors, I am a giver. That is a practice. When you say everything is good, I got it good. When you say that, it is a practice. When you say if today is a brighter day and we are on our way, then we can begin to heal ourselves again. We remember yesterday and yet today's the day. I should share. We remember Zamani. And yet Sasa is the day that God's reminding me to look at you and see, family, that is a spiritual practice. When you climb in that lodge, it's a spiritual practice. When you do your meditation, it's a spiritual practice. When you pray and you speak in the present, not just the future, but proclaiming the right now, what will be, you join with the cycle. It is being present. You don't have to worry about a potential future because there aren't any events to base it on. I just go sit in my chair. I just feel like sitting in my chair. Hey, let me go over here and say this. I'm asking it as a question. Why are you worried about a future when there are no events to base your worry on? Tell me what's going to happen tomorrow at noon. Tell me what's going to happen next Friday. You can't. This is why the concept of the past, events and cycles, the present, current events and cycles. Rev Jeff is standing at the podium in my present, which as soon as I told you that became a part of the past. But tomorrow, I may not be able to breathe. You never know. So all we have is the gift of the right now. So from a therapeutic perspective, being worried and having anxiety about the past is because you're condemning yourself for events that you no longer control. Then you get anxious because the future that you're thinking about is something that you don't control either. That's why it's important to lose the anxiety and to embrace the present right now. Inhale. Exhale. You don't have any events today. You don't have any events to base it on. The only events that you get to create for the future are the events that you create in the right now. It's about how you adjust yourself being present right now. Are you present in conversations or are you on your phone? Are you present with your friends or are you scrolling through your screen? Are you present on your job when it's time to serve someone who's a customer? Or are you engaged in a side conversation that comes across as rude to people who are trying to give you money for sustenance? Are you present when there's a conflict in your work environment? Or are you just saying, I'm not going to get involved, I'm going to leave all of that alone, and then wonder why chaos continues because you're unwilling to put something good and direct and honest into the place? Can you show up as the gift before you receive it? Because I'm telling you that when you show up as the gift, the universe becomes the gift for you. When you show up in the present, when you show up on time, the universe makes a way where it may appear to be no way. You celebrate right now that you are healthy. You celebrate right now that you are wealthy. You celebrate right now that you are healed and that you are whole, and the future will catch up to you because you're already getting the feeling. That's why the feeling in the law of attraction must come first. You can't hope for something tomorrow while you feel like crap today. You have to adjust your frequency vibration to say that I am walking through this world knowing that every single thing is going my way. And eventually, time will create a brand new cycle of success for you in alignment with spirit. So on time, God. Last point that I'm giving you is that God is always on time because the cycle you're in always brings you full circle. Somebody in the chat say, I need to check my cycle. God's always on time. You thinking that he, that she, that it, that energy is not on time, that's your own perception. Why? Because you've hunted and pecked and found circumstances that are lies. God don't look out for me. When I was a child, this bad thing happened. And if there was a God, God would have kept me from that. And even right now, I can't seem to find anybody that wants to listen to me. I can't seem to. Do you hear yourself making an argument for your limitations? Instead of saying, I'm so grateful that I survived what happened in my household when the person next door had the same thing happen and they're not here anymore. That right now I'm sitting next to somebody who is leaving tomorrow because they took this 2 years of work that we've been doing to invest in their entrepreneurial dreams, and they eventually had an exit door. And I, who's sitting down taking apart the structure and finding everything negative, feel like I'm trapped in this situation for the rest of my life. Yes, you have created a hell of your own creation, and God has always been there to say to you, look at what you got. I've got food on my table. I got a vehicle that works. If I don't have a vehicle that works, I know how to catch the bus. If I don't have a bus, oh, thank God I know how to walk. I get around people who look in my face and remind me every single Sunday and on Wednesday nights, for those of you who want the extra dose and boost, we say, you got this. God's got you. God has always been on time. Yeah, but I went through this when I was in school. Yeah, but are you here to tell me about it? Are you thinking about the people who went through and didn't make it? Then guess what? There's your evidence that you're here for a purpose and a reason. You need to plant a new event today to receive assurance of a new future. If you want a new future, plant a new event. See, this is a cycle of events, ain't it? The past, cycle of events. Present, current events. You want a new future? You want a great future? Plant a new event. I dare you to put a new event in your timeline today. This is the essence of the crossroads of trust and possibility. And on time, God will bring you to those crossroads of trust and possibility, and you move forward. So listen, I'm celebrating with y'all today as we close. As this word sinks into your energy and your essence, I'm celebrating that you're going to change your cycle to match God's. Change your cycle. See, the problem ain't been God ain't on time. It ain't been God don't listen to me. It ain't been God don't hear me. It's been that you went on the wrong frequency. God's always there. And when you change your cycle to match God's cycle, you will always synchronize your spiritual clock. Ain't no farmer I know going out and planting seeds when there's snow and ice on the ground. And I'm in the country. I don't know a farmer who says, oh, I'm going to start my garden for the spring and the summer by going out and cracking open a layer of ice and putting some seeds in the ground during that time, because that same person will come back 2 weeks later, nothing's there. 3 months later, nothing's there, because they planted during the wrong season in the wrong ground with the wrong seed. Instead of looking at the zamani, the long past, and the present, the experts who are farmers, and saying, when is the planting season that will align me with the cycle of nature and God? When you plant during the right cycle, you experience the harvest at the right time. So see, it's not that you've been abandoned. It's not that your seeds ain't been growing. It's that you need to adjust your cycle to synchronize your spiritual clock. Everything is going to be all right. Let me give y'all a quick scientific fact. I could ask you, what's faster than the speed of light and the speed of sound? And if you've been listening to messages, you're going to know that Haywood Carr would say a change of mind. It happens so fast that it can't be measured. But there is something that's even faster than that. Faster than the speed of light. Astrophysicists have discovered that there is a force, there is something that is faster than the speed of light. And you say, how can something be faster than the speed of light? We've worked out time travel. We've worked out how to move faster through the universe. We've worked out that if we can bend time and space and gravity, as long as we are moving at the speed of light, we can measure things in light years. Well, guess what? When the universe was birthed and born and created, when it exploded and began expanding, then light began to reach to the far corners of the universe. But you know that astrophysicists have discovered, and scientists have discovered, and astrologers have discovered that there is something beyond where light goes. It's nothing. No thing. Do you know that nothing travels faster than the speed of light? That doesn't make sense, does it? Yes, it does. because the universe, since it started, has been constantly expanding outward. We measure the speed of light. We measure the universe by how fast the speed of light continues to go. But because the speed of light continues to expand and the universe continues to expand, then light still has not caught up with the no thing. So even light, as fast as it may go, there is still some place for it to keep going. I say that to say that no matter where you are in your journey right now, God is always 10 steps ahead of you with possibility waiting on you to catch up. No matter how fast you feel you're going, don't be afraid, because there's still space of no thing possibility for you to create. And when you partner and synchronize yourself with the on-time God, you trust that there is always room for you to grow. You survived a bad relationship, and it took you some stages to get out. But you made it because you got an on-time God, opening the space of possibility for your growth and expansion. You may have faced something that sent you into a state of depression until the very moment you decided to allow yourself to feel good by aligning yourself in a community that reminds you that everything is good, that I got it, that I got it, that I got it good. Some of you got here in this moment thinking that there was no space to grow, thinking that you had reached the end of your tether. You thought that, but there is space ahead where the God of your acceptance and understanding is saying, you give it all you got. I'm making a way for you to keep going. And now you got data. You got data from the past, Zamani. You got the present that not only just affirms the possibility of the future, but the ability that God has to step in right on time, just as God always has. The God of your acceptance and understanding, just like the expanding universe that is its consciousness, is faster than anything you got in your right now. If it's faster than the speed of light, and it can still make room for the speed of light to continue to seek and to have unlimited place of growth, you don't think that the God of your acceptance and understanding is faster than any problem that you have going on in your right now? I see it visually. The God of your acceptance and understanding is just expanding out there. You way back there, taking a little pause, trying to look back. Taking a little pause to try to press it. And the God of your acceptance is saying, hey, whenever you're ready, come on. I've cleared the woods out. Come on, whenever you're ready, I've cleared the negative people out of your way. Hey, whenever you're ready, just run as fast as you want to, and you still won't catch up with all that I got to bless you with. So you got to run on. God is 2 steps, 10 steps, 10,000, 150 million, 10 trillion, 3.8 billion steps ahead, waiting for you to come in alignment with the trust of this cosmos. God needs you to wake up in this world right now. God needs you to rest at ease in the knowing that you are covered. To rest at ease in the knowing that everything that you have experienced has simply been a part of your past and your present, to give you the data cycle for you to examine and say, I might have been doing that wrong. I forgive myself in the right now, and even the right now is still the past. So here's what I'm going to plant in the ground for an expansive future. And that future is now, because God is an on-time God, and it's your time. So it is spoken, so it is received, and so it is. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. I can't see where you are in the chat. I don't know what you're doing, but I know you're putting something good in the universe. You're making a commitment in this morning, in this moment. You're making a commitment to do something different. You're making a commitment to change, to transform. And as you are making that commitment to change and transform, I remind you that nothing is impossible with God. And you may call God Allah. You may call God Jehovah. You may call God Yahweh. You may call God Jesus. You may call God Yeshua. You may call God Olodumare. You may call God Amun, Amuntet. You may call God Universe. You may call God Uni, as Sister Star gave us. You may call God this symphony of my ancestors and the cosmos. You may call God simply good, orderly direction. You may call that energy what you may call it. Whatever that force that animates is all the same, because it's got you. And it's waiting on you right now. And when you make that commitment isn't about going up and under the water and out of the water. It's not about getting your head rogated and getting your laques. It's not about walking around in white and passing sage in the air. That's not it alone. It's about how you move through the world, trusting and knowing that you are covered. And when you are covered, you are also covered by your ability to move through for the love of God, to make a change in this world and to leave it better than you found it. That's why we want you to live in the present, because the present is the gift, and the gift of God is you. Give back to this universe that gift that was given to you. We speak it and affirm it. Take a deep breath as we treat in this moment live. Close your eyes. Bow your head. Place your hands over your heart. Grab somebody's hand if you're at home and you'd like to. As we center ourselves in this place of thanksgiving, we give thanks to you, O Most High, for being inside of us, for us being divine reflections of you. And no matter what our noses look like, our skin tone, our hair texture, whatever it is, we just love being divine representations of your energy. Thank you for putting us in these bodies. Thank you for giving us amazing health. Thank you for giving us new perspective. Thank you for giving us love. Thank you for the gift of operating in love. We know that you are completely on time, because on time is right now. And so, on behalf of those who are listening, who are hearing the sound of my voice, we release all of those things in the past that no longer serve us, that no longer help us, that have trapped us in our own cycle of self-deprecation. We let them go because they are not real anymore. Instead, we embrace the gift of the right now. And even in the right now, we are not distracted by circumstances. We speak added zeros in these bank accounts because we know that's real. We speak that not so that we can lord over other people, but so that we can pour into groups and organizations that are ushering in the change for the future. So that we can live in comfort in this body, so that we can live in activism in our communities. We speak awakened awareness for those who operate in love, even when they say that they do, but show otherwise. We speak alignment with our actions. And I speak a special proclamation of power over those who found their way to this community. Thank you for going on 11 years of people showing what a love vibration looks like. Thank you for the gift that you have given us through this technology and through relationships and friendships, that people show up right when we need them to usher us to the good. And so I speak over the young and the elder to know that it's never too late to align yourself with the love energy of the right now. And so as we stand on the shoulders of those who have come before, we give thanks for the download that you've given us today. We give thanks for the songs that you've given us for the love energy. And we commit in this moment to move forward, planting brand new events every single moment. This afternoon is full of walking through the world and saying, oh, I can plant this good word in that person's life. Oh, I can send a thoughtful text to someone. Oh, I can have a great attitude when I sit down at the table. Oh, I can look at someone and say, I'm here to love you. I'm here to help guide you. And I don't have to be funky about it because God has not been funky with me. I give thanks
for the love that we manifest right now. And I speak that this present opens the door for a future that can be remembered by those who come after us. This week is blessed. This moment is blessed. This moment is healed. This moment is revealed. This moment is energized. This moment is activated. And for these blessings and all others that we cannot put into words, we simply breathe in together in gratitude. Hold it. And exhale in expectation. We speak it as such. So it is. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. It is done, and so it is. We're going to sing a song in a minute. Lady Kenitha is coming back. But look, I just want to say to y'all, wherever we are in the world and however you are, that we're so grateful to have you around. We're so grateful that you've been a part of the fellowship today. We're going to invite you to go ahead and share this link with somebody who may need it. And y'all know I don't have any ego about it. If y'all feel like if you need to share the link because you saw the gratitude song and that's your favorite part of the service, just tell them to scroll to that. If you felt the download was something that was important, tell them to scroll to that. Tell them to go to the place where we come and drink from the well. Share it with somebody, tag somebody, and most importantly, as we close service today, we can't see everyone in the chat today, but we know that you're there. So find somebody that you don't know and speak that they plan a great event this week. Speak that they plant a great event today. Give them a wonderful compliment. Tell them they got a beautiful outfit, even if you can't see them. Give them something good as we close service so we can start a gratitude chain so that everyone knows that the love vibration is the only real vibration. It's a great Carol King and would say in one of her songs, only love is real. And so that's how we close at Infinity Fellowship on behalf of everyone who has been a part of our tech crew, Sister Alicia, Kai Kamaria, of course, Lady Kenitha, representing the Voices of Infinity. Next week, we have a wonderful hour of power scheduled for you for our third Sunday If Teaches, and then we got fourth Sunday Yoga Sunday. Then we're around to first Sunday, which is anniversary. 11 years, y'all. 11 years of infinity. That's what the present tells us based on our past. We got 11. 11 more? Who knows? We'll be together, though, one way or another. This is Rev Jeff. I love you all. Let's sing our song together. We'll put the words on the screen. And this is how we close the Infinity Fellowship. Ashe.
As all hearts and minds are clear, and we move away from this place into a world that awaits our light. As we join hands and hearts with someone, and we feel the blessed energy of life flowing, energy that brings new life and new abundance. We raise our voices together as one, tuning our frequency into balance with the universe, for the peace, for the love, for the joy that we all accept as present in the right now. We invite you wherever you are, stand to your feet if you can, sing along. If today's a brighter day and we are on our way, then we can begin to heal ourselves again. Oh, we remember yesterday, and yet today's the day. God's reminding me to look at you and see family. Oh yeah, let's sing that out loud. If today's a brighter day and we are on our way, then we can begin to heal ourselves again. Oh, we remember yesterday, and yet today's the day. God's reminding me to look at you and see family. And God's reminding me to look at you and see family. God keeps reminding me, God's reminding me to look at you and see family. We speak and pronounce that the love of God, the power of the cosmos and the ancestors rest, rule, rock, and abide with you, henceforth, now, and forevermore. Let us all sing together. Amen, amen, Hotep Shalom, Namaste, Ashe. As we close out, say something good to somebody on behalf of Lady Kenitha. This has been Reverend Jeff Obafemi Carr, a.k.a. Rev Jeff, telling you we love you, sending a special shout out to Mother Daphne Taylor. We love you. We know you're out there. We're sending energy in. We're going to love on each other and keep it going for all of our people out there. We love and miss you. We'll see you soon. Say something good. That's a fact you cannot change. How much we love you. Peace.